Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Today I am here to film the Stamparound UK video for 1st of July, and our theme for 1st of July is this year's new in colours. So the new in colours for 2022 to 2024. So Stampin' Up every year give us a group of 5 colours which are not in our basic palette, which is, our basic palette's about 48 colours, and then they give us 5 new colours each year which stay with us for 2 years. So that takes us, you know, to about 50 colours for all the time, sort of constantly, but they're changing. So the in colours change every 2 years. So this year we have, I've got this pack of designer series paper and it is featuring the in colours. So I'll just quickly flip through here. So we have Parakeet Party, and in this pack you get 4 sheets of each pattern, so you get 8 sheets in each colour, which are then double-sided. I have been using, so you know, there's not all there. So that's Parakeet Party. Then we have Orchid Oasis. And you watch all the videos, the ladies will go, and gents, sorry, will go through and you'll see lots of ways of using these in colours, but I've chosen to use this family designer series paper. You can buy this in all the colour families, in fact, with these patterns. So it's just very, very usable. So this is Sweet Sorbet. Then we have Tahitian Tide. And then we have Starry Sky. So fab colours, bright colours. Now I love bold bright colours on black. So I'm kind of teamed this up with our basic black and basic white today. I'm using Beautiful Shapes dies because when I saw these, so hexagons, and I thought patchwork, I love doing patchwork. So you'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to be using this smaller hexagon here. I think it's, yes, that's that hexagon I'm using, and that's all the dies out of this set that I'm using in this particular project. Although I'm going to show you a wee piece of patchwork with those hexagons that you can cut out 2 at a time, but they're much smaller, and it did take a bit of time, so I thought that's a bit slow for what's supposed to be a short video, because this is part of a hop and there are lots of other people taking part, so I don't want to take up too much time, so that you've got time to pop down, click on the other projects in the description box below and have a look at all the inspiration we're providing for you today for our new in colours, which of course the projects that we do you can use with any colour you like. Okay, so I'm also using the Send and Smile stamp set to choose out 1 stamp, but I'm also using the dies that go with this. Yeah, the sending dies. So you'll see what I use from that as well. I'm not going to go through all that today. There'll be other projects where I will go through everything. I'll need that stamp set though. Okay, so this was what I was telling you. I used the smaller dies and did a bit of patchwork. I'm going to do it slightly different this time. Obviously I can chop that out whatever size I want, but that was just to let you see that was what I started with. But this time I have started with, but I thought I had more. I've got some black and white pieces here around me for layering. I'm not quite sure what's got, and I've got a black card base. I've also got a white card base handy too. So what we'll do is we'll do the patchwork. So what is in my head, I used the sending dies and I've already die cut and stuck together. Not particularly well stuck together. They're a bit ski-whiff, but hey, that's fine. And I have cut out, there's a bit of a mark on that, cut out these label die, which are obviously meant for the sentiments, and that is what I'm going to use it for. In fact, you know, let's just stamp that now while we have that there. And I've already got the stamp that I wanted to use on a block. Very good. You know, me at my best. But anyway, just let's get cracking. So 1st of July, what do I say every month? How quick is this year going? But it is, isn't it? It's just going so quickly. Yeah. So I'm sorry that you haven't seen a lot of me over the last week or two, or maybe more, but unfortunately my lovely mum passed away on the 7th of June, so obviously I kind of needed a bit of a break to give myself some time to grieve. I am doing this while I'm taking a break, but just because I felt I could. I could have just stayed out of this hot, but do you know, I quite like taking part in it. So if I'm not all joined together, please forgive me. Anyway, I'm not here to look for sympathy. I will be coming back, but just bear with me, please. So I've cut out a whole load of these hexagons, and I'm just got this piece of black card, which I believe I cut to something like 8.7 by 13 or something like that. It's proportioned to the cards I usually do. So I am just going to use a bit of wet glue. You could do lots of different ways of doing this. I usually put it onto the piece of, and I'm going to put this slightly skew-ish, I think. And just wait till that glue grips. Then I think we'll work with, now each time I'm putting a hexagon down, I'm going to try and put a different, use the different patterns. So, and I'm going to leave a little border. Now obviously some are going to go off, and I don't know where my silicone mat is, but because this is lifted up, if I've got glue there, don't panic, it'll be okay. Because I know some of you are panicking already, but that's all right. Because it's messy Janice. So I'm just leaving a small space there. Okay, so we've got stripes there and flowers. So where's this one? Where's this one? My words are not. Great. Brain not working properly, but I'm okay with that. I think it's perfectly normal. Right. So I'm hoping that while I'm not as active on my channel, that you guys will still support me, watch some of my older videos, and keep giving me some comments and thumbs up just to keep my channel alive. Very much appreciated if you can. Oops. I'm going to try and do the bits where I can put whole pieces on first. I'm trying to be random, so bear with me here. Random is not easy to do. Oh, I didn't want spots next to there. Well, I'll leave that there just now. I have to put these flowers if I want to have Tahitian tide here. I seem to have used a lot of Tahitian tide. I'm trying to speed this up a wee bit. What have I not got? I made this all the harder for myself by doing it slightly skew-with, but that's okay. That's how I roll. It makes it, I do love bold colours on black. Absolutely like, love it. I may trim this down actually because of the way I've done this. What do I need next? I think I'll just pop this Tahitian tied one in now before this glue gets too dry. So it's just really quite fun. It's quite therapeutic to just sit and build up something like this. Not used much of this, have we? No, I've got 2 tartans to get. Oh, get over it, Janice. It doesn't matter. Right. What will we pop? This one in here. When I was a teenager, I used to love doing patchwork, and hexagons were the thing with fabric. I used to have a piece of hexagon shaped paper, fold the fabric over. Yeah, it was great fun. And then stitch them all together by hand. I don't know where all my pieces of work went. I'm not sure I ever finished anything. Oops. I need something in here. Right, okay, that can go. On this occasion, I'm just going to put the glue on the card and then maybe not have so much hanging off. Alright, and what colour can we pop this in here? And then obviously you can use off the trimmed off pieces as well to fill in your gaps. Pull it right. Oh. And then, oh, see, I've stuck it to the paper. I thought I wouldn't. I thought it would have been okay. Right, I'm just going to trim these now so that I can see where I'm going. I'm just taking a big piece of squizzers. Which are all sticky anyway. These need cleaned. Just it makes it easier for me to see what bits do actually need a little bit added. Right, and we need a bit here. So, don't want to take too long. Oh, can you see what I'm doing? All these sticky, icky bits. So what I'm looking for is a bit of a colour that I've not used. Just sort these corners out. And then we can trim them off. Give it a moment for the glue to grab. No idea how I'm doing for time. Can always speed that little bit up if needs be, if I'm taking too long. But actually, once we've done this, the making up of the card is quick and easy. So just this one little corner here that needs a little bit of attention. And yeah, a little bit of green will be the thing here. Let's just chop a bit. And a little bit of wet glue here. And don't worry if some of it's shown into your little border, because that our fabulous glue dries clear. Okay. Ideally, I would have left it just a bit longer. There's a bit there and a bit there, but I'm actually thinking I'm just going to trim this down to a slightly smaller size. Look at this state of me. What a mess. I'll take my... I'm actually going to use my this and just eyeball this. Because if I just bring it down a little bit here, just slice a bit off there, and a little bit off here. That nice and straight. That ends okay, and then just a little bit off here. Probably wrecked it, but never mind. Right. Everything's sticky. Achy sticky. Do you know what? I'm going to actually take this off before I assemble my card, because so what do you think? We're going somewhere. So I've not designed a complicated card in my head. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, we'll pop that onto black. And then I think we'll pop it onto the white card base. So what do you think of these amazing colours? Aren't they just pop on the black, don't they? I'm not really giving you a chance to argue with me, but you can. So I'm just going to pop this straight onto a white card base. And she just throws the hexagons everywhere. I could actually sit and do that sort of patchwork paper piecing for hours. It's actually very relaxing. And there we go. And then I put sending sunshine to brighten your day, but I'm not sure. I think that might be a bit big. I wonder what are the other sentiments, because I've got a smaller, I'm thinking that's just all a bit big on here. I don't know. Oh, card is bouncing up and down. I just need to, that's better. Don't know where my bone folder is right now. So the sending will go across there, and I think that's a bit big for this card. Maybe if we were doing it that way, actually we could, couldn't we? That would be better. Right, let's just go with it. Let's not. That was my original idea, so I need some dimensionals. So once you've done your patchwork, the card is simple. And I'm just going to pop, there's some bigger areas here that you can maybe just cut a couple of dimensionals. That will be fine. I'll keep that one for another card. So it is cheerful, isn't it? It's sending on at a jaunty angle. And then we'll just use some wet glue for this one. Just put it on flat. Oops. So there we have it, our new in colours. Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party and Orchid Oasis. And that is it. So what do you think? You could add bling if you want. I'm just going to leave it at that. Sometimes simple's best. So what have I done this? Not too bad for me, but thank you very much. Please go below and please click on the other lovely projects and prepare to be inspired. Thank you.